Hey everybody, what's up? It's Joel, aka The Daily Guru, and it's time for another edition of Something Old, Something New. Today for Something Old, we're going to one of my all-time favorite records, and this one is in a class all its own. We're going to 1995 to check out Morphine's record, Yes. It almost goes without saying that when your band only consists of a bass player, a drummer, and a saxophone player, you're already going to make music unlike anybody else, and it's the tone and the emotion that this band plays with that makes them one of a kind. Morphine brought together elements from rock, jazz, funk, almost every style you could think of, and yet at the same time they were making almost an electronic ambient sound, and it's just like nothing else you've ever heard. Through the way that the bass interacts with the other two instruments, every single song becomes nothing short of hypnotic, and in a lot of ways you would be hard-pressed to find a band that has a more fitting name for the music that they play than Morphine. It's the very dark, almost smoky groove that the bass brings to every single song, and at the same time, these powerful grooves manage to come off a little bit vulnerable, maybe even a bit fragile. While there certainly aren't many instances where a saxophone is so consistently featured within a rock setting, there's no question that it works absolutely perfectly, and it's the growl, the attitude that it lends to every single song that makes these unforgettable. Then of course you have the voice of the legendary Mark Sandman. He was one of a kind and he was one of the best. On every single song his voice blends perfectly into the music, becoming an instrument onto itself. On top of that, Mark Sandman's lyrics are nothing short of brilliant, and whether it's one of his oddly stated musings on love or some of the most subtly scathing social criticisms you've ever heard, every single lyric is absolutely flawless. When it comes down to it, this is a record you have to hear firsthand to properly appreciate. So do yourself a favor, carve out an hour of your life, find a place that's relaxing and calm, and fall into the musical bliss that is Morphine's Yes. Okay everybody, today for something new we're going to check out the brand new release from Rodrigo Y Gabriella, and it's called Area 52. If you don't know who Rodrigo Y Gabriella are, they're a pair of former heavy metal band members. And over the last few years, they've created some of the most intricate and dazzling acoustic guitar work the world has ever heard. But this record is almost two-sided in nature because on one side, it's like nothing they've ever done before, and on the other side, it's like everything they've done before. The second Area 52 begins, it's clear that there is so much more going on than just their two guitars, as they've brought a 13-piece band along with them. There's a vibrancy, there's a volume to these songs that has never been experienced before, but at the same time, it's completely distracting from the beauty that is the music of Rodrigo Y Gabriella. Even when the other instruments are slightly turned down in the mix, they still completely overpower the duo. And honestly, that's a shame because they're absolutely fantastic. But here's the catch, if you know these guys and you look at the track listing on this, you might be a bit confused. Area 52 is just reworkings of songs from their past catalog with a full band. At its core, this record is little more than a cover album that happens to feature the original artists. It's within this full band setting that you get a much more accurate feel of the Latin roots of their music, and at the same time you can definitely hear the rock and heavy metal that they love to play. There are tons of great jams all throughout this record, and they show not only the talent, but the sheer power found in this amazing group of musicians. So when it comes down to a buy it or borrow it, like I said, if you're looking for an upbeat, vibrant record, you're gonna wanna buy this one. But if you love what Rodrigo and Gabriella have done in the past, honestly, this one's a bin-it. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you dug it. If you did, go ahead and click subscribe, go ahead and click like, go ahead and leave a comment, whatever you want to do. Remember that if you share this video via my Facebook page, you're automatically entered to win at least 4 of the records I recommend this month at the end of the month. If you want to email me, you can do that at thedailyguru@gmail.com, and check out my website where every single day I talk about the greatest music of all time at thedailyguru.net. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr right here, and we'll see you guys again on Wednesday.